Okay, time for another Am I the A-hole for agreeing to take my niece on holiday, but not her stepsister. This concerns my daughter, Maddie, my brother's daughter, Bella, and his wife's daughter, Sarah. All three girls are 11 and go to the same school. Bella and Maddie have always been close, so close that our family jokingly calls them twins. Okay, so it's the sister and the brother who they're girls that they call twins. Okay. They do the same extracurriculars at school and often have sleepovers, etc. I wasn't really surprised that when I picked the two girls up a few days ago, Maddie asked if we could have Bella come traveling with us for the summer. We always go away for pretty much the whole summer. This year we'll be to 3 countries in continental Europe. I had no problem with Bella coming along, so I said I would talk to Jason about it. We agreed that Bella could come. Jason and his ex would cover the cost of her flights and a gift of credit card for any expenses. Obviously, I'll pay for most of the things, but this is for souvenirs or emergencies. The girls are thrilled. Over the weekend, I got a call from Tracy, who was upset that I didn't invite Sarah on the trip. She said it was cruel of me not to offer to take Sarah as well, since I know she has trouble socially at school as well as trouble getting along with Bella. She said me not inviting Sarah on the trip showed that we don't think of her as family. Tracy and Sarah are devastated over this. I explained that I didn't invite anyone on the trip, Maddie did. To me, her inviting Bella is just like her inviting a friend. It's not a family trip. The girls are just also friends. Jason is now getting pressure from Tracy not to let Bella go on the trip if Sarah isn't going. And he says he doesn't see the point about it being unfair and exclusionary. His ex is now arguing that Bella should go anyways, and I agree. I think not allowing Bella to go because of Sarah is going to cause more problems between them. Jason asked if I would consider bringing Sarah on the trip as well, and I said no. This is my holiday too, and I don't want to spend it refereeing bickering between girls that are forced to spend time together. I also don't want to be footing the bill for Sarah's trip, as Tracy has a long history of not giving Sarah a reasonable amount of money to do things and expecting whoever is around to just make up the difference. I would feel bad if Bella doesn't get to come because of this, but I don't think it's fair to anyone to take Sarah on this trip. Am I the a-hole? This is really difficult. I was in a relationship where there were stepchildren, and if they're going away for the whole summer, usually the kids spend half the summer with one parent and then the other half with the other parent. And I know how tricky that is at trying to match up schedules and then trying to get permission from somebody else for somebody else to take the kid and all these things. So I feel like it's just like a huge thing to worry about, trying to bring somebody else's kid that is not related to you in any way. And then not only is there one parent that you have to deal with, but there's also another parent that you have to get permission and all of these things that just creates a big hassle. There's going to be plenty of times where the stepchild and the niece get together, but then this girl's daughter isn't going to be invited because they're technically stepsisters and she's just the cousin in relation to her. So that's like saying that anytime that the mom and the dad get together, that now they're automatically going to always have to invite the other girl. So it's like, if you're going to start this now by saying that's rude for you not to invite my daughter, then for every single thing going forward in the future, you're now going to have to take my kid if that's what your attitude is going to be like. So anytime that you have a family trip that you want to go on with your daughter and the stepdaughter, you better include my daughter in that too. I just think that's sometimes there's boundaries and you can't always be invited to everything. So yeah, maybe there's hurt feelings, but sorry, that's just how life is. You're not going to get invited to everything all the time. Not the ass, in my opinion. Also, I definitely don't want to have to pay attention to where our 3 girls at. That's just a whole handful. And if there's 3 girls, then chances are there's going to be one that's being left out. And I don't want to have to deal with that either. Because we're going to be in Europe. There's no hey, if you guys don't get along, we're going to go home tomorrow and cut the weekend short. This is we're in Europe. If you guys aren't getting along, this is going to be miserable for the rest of the time because there's no going home early. It's just going to end up sucking for everybody.